Hey guys, welcome once again back to the Wintersun Podcast. This time it's the episode number 25. And we are back again to talk about Time 2 and our ongoing pre-order for the Time package. And of course, to answer your wonderful questions. But I think we should do a proper introduction first, who we are and what's our history like and bio, because I think there could be a lot of new people because of this pre-order wondering about who we are. What do you think?
Sure thing, yeah.
Who wants to go
start?
first?
Jukka starts.
Me? Oh,
Yeah,
You
Jukka
start.
starts.
okay.
One for the team.
One for the team.
You can
Let's think.
you can introduce us all as well at the same time.
Oh, yeah, that, I'll introduce you and you all introduce me.
Yeah.
Maybe it goes like that. No, well, okay. My name is Jukka Koskinen. I play bass in Wintersun. And a biography. Yes, bass in Wintersun. And besides
Yeah, how did
that,
you start
actually-
your history? What are you doing currently and so on?
Oh, how did I start? I started playing the bass in ground school, and ever since been concentrating on that. Besides some backing vocals here and there, and in several bands back in the days. What you might know, Finnish metal band called Norther back in the days, and after that
Legendary.
I don't know about that, something like that, and then found my way to Wintersun, meeting Jari long time ago. How many years was that? I don't know. Meeting
Long
all
time
of you
ago.
long time ago, and found my way there, and then how long have we been now together in the band? 15, 20 years, and
19.
19. Thank you for the calculations, Mr. Hahto. That's precise.
Yes, sir.
And yeah, then nowadays, besides Wintersun, playing in Nightwish as well with Kai, and besides that, have a new band called Crown Shift with some familiar faces from the Finnish metal scene as well.
Yeah.
Next,
So you have three
Oh.
new albums coming this year.
yeah,
That's pretty incredible.
No, that's not enough. I'm thinking that I need to join into some other bands as well. That 3 is not enough in a year. I've decided this, but
I used to put 5 albums in a year. That was like in the
there
past.
you go.
Not anymore.
Yeah,
I'm
Finland,
old.
Finland is like the bands and beautiful. Bold
The
and
bands
beautiful.
and the beautiful.
Bold and the beautiful.
Yeah.
Okay, what about you,
but,
Kai? Oh, you still have some.
just wanted to say that it's a incredible year. The 3 albums coming out from all the bands that I'm involved in this year. So
Yeah, cool.
couldn't be happier.
Nice.
Yeah.
What about you, Kai?
Well done, Jukka. Well done, Jukka.
Thank you, me.
Well done.
Yeah. So who next? Teemu.
I can go.
Or-
Yeah. Yeah, my name is Teemu Mäntysari. I started playing guitar at 12 years old. Joined Wintersun when I was 17 in 2004. We started touring in 2005, and yeah, it's been almost 20 years. I guess 20 years in
20 years, yeah.
September since the album came out.
Mm.
19 and a half.
Yeah, and yeah, nowadays I play in Megadeth, which is keeping me busy at the moment. We're currently touring Latin America, which has been really awesome experience. And yeah. That's
All
it.
It's
right.
the first time in Latin America, or
First time for me in Latin America. Of course, Megadeth has been here for a very long time, so for them it's still almost like a home turf. Really, really fanatic audiences here, and yeah, we have a lot of plans for the rest of the year. We're continuing after this in Europe for June, and then for North America in August and September, and then November is still undecided whether we're gonna do maybe a like the Pacific Rim or maybe something else. But it's pretty busy year touring, which is a lot of fun.
Well done.
Surely.
Cool.
Yeah.
Kai, go ahead.
Yes, Kai Hahto. I try to play the drums.
You try.
I started in my mother's womb before I was born, so I guess that's when I started. But then when I got out, I actually got the sticks when I was 3 years old, and then I got my first drum set at 6 years old. And of course, I've been playing a lot of different bands in the past, like Rotten Sound and Swallow the Sun, and there's a bunch of different bands I've been involved. Too many actually to mention here, but it doesn't really matter. So
We have a range. How many bands?
probably around 30 bands. Yeah, kind of like that. Yeah, because when I was younger, I used to play in 5 bands at the same time. So sometimes I had like 3 band rehearsals at the same day. So that was quite crazy. But of course now I'm old, so I don't want to do that anymore. but yeah, of course. Then I met at some point. Of course, I met Jari and had sent me the demos of the Wintersun stuff, and immediately I was like really impressed. And this is something I want to do as well. I was still in the Rotten Sound at that time, but also when we did the first album together with Jari back in 2004. So it was really something different I have never done before. So, and the rest, of course, is history. So, of course, I also play nowadays. Since 2004, I play. Sorry, 2014, I've been playing with Nightwish as well. So 10 years. Actually, this August comes 10 years in the band. So we are also, like that we are also releasing the 10th Nightwish album along with Wintersun. So it's a great year to put out some new music to everybody. So. I hope that's enough for me.
Yeah, it's a great year for Finnish metal.
Yeah.
Best year.
Yeah. All right. Well, I'm Jari Mäenpää. I kind of Wintersun has been my kind of solo project. When I was like a teenager, I started playing guitar when I was like 15 years old, and pretty immediately I started to record demos because my father had like a 4-track tape machine. So I started making songs immediately, and then there was nobody. I played guitar, and then there was nobody to sing, so I started singing also. Then I moved to 8-track tape machine and so on, and then 16-track hard disk recorder, and always been making music my whole life. And then in 2004, me and Kai made the first Wintersun album, and after that, like I found Teemu, and Jukka also joined the band, so we started Wintersun like officially as a band. And but before that, I played also a couple of other bands, Ensiferum and Artemisia. Ensiferum was more like folk metal, and Artemisia was like black metal band. So yeah, I guess the rest is history. Then I've been just doing Wintersun from 2004. Still going strong.
Perfect.
Well done.
Yeah, I guess we should talk about the time package that we have now on pre-order a little bit. So time package is like this big digital package that has our new album Time 2, and it has a lot of bonus like content. It has like 4 different versions, actually 5 different versions of Time 2. It has the original, then there's instrumental, the isolated tracks, singles, and dynamic. You can find more information from our Indiegogo page where the pre-order is happening. And it's ending soon, April 30th, so get it now. Then there's of course our previous album Time 1, which is now has the same sound as Time 2. So that's pretty nice bonus. Then there's well, actually, Time 1 isn't the previous album. The previous album is the Forest Seasons, and it becomes also remastered, and it has the acoustic version, like completely new mix and a master. Then there's the demos that I've talked about, like I started making when I was a young guy. So there's 5 different albums of this demo material, and you can check our YouTube page. I've been sharing kind of some full songs and some introductions to some of the demos. So check it out. So that is the time package. Covers whole range of years.
And only 50 euros.
Yeah. So it's great price.
That is, and it's a lot of content for those bucks. Yeah.
Yeah, also when you order it on August 30th, when Time 2 is released, you will get the download link to your email that you used for the pre-order. So it will come right to your email box, and you can get to start listening to the album with the high resolution album booklet. All right, now that we have the introductions and that out of the way, should we get to the questions from you guys?
Yes, please.
Sure.
All right, let's take first few questions from because last time we didn't have time to answer all questions, so some old questions from the last episode that we didn't answer. All right, first question goes to Jukka. What is the most challenging part to play on bass on Time 2? And why do you always represent the dark theme songs like One with the Shadows and Eternal Darkness?
Well, the hardest part. Well, depends. There's so different sort of playing, whether it's fast or slow, and how dynamic you play and what sort of stuff. But
yeah, some of the songs could be challenging different ways. Like some are technical, some are like more physical.
Yeah, but let's put it more to the physicality, and in a way that, for example, Storm with the 16th note shredding with the bass.
It's kind of a marathon.
It is a marathon, especially for the bass, if you think about how fast the string awakens compared to playing with the guitar and such. So there's a lot to do there, but absolutely really nice to play that stuff at the same time. Dark themed man. By one of my band colleagues, I think he mentioned that I'm a man of mystery, so that fits me. So let's leave it to that.
Let's leave it to that.
Yeah.
All right. Then Jan, I can't remember if it's the same Jan or probably the same Jan, has a question for me. What are the 3 most unusual instrument/instrument plugins you used on Time 2? And how did you come up with them? Well, I would say the most interesting are the exotic instruments like erhu, and there's also this one instrument called gauhu, which is similar kind of instrument. And I was searching for sample libraries that have these kind of exotic exotic instruments, and one of the sample libraries was called Ethno World, so I use that quite a lot. But of course, there's a lot of other sample libraries like East West have a bunch of exotic instruments. But yeah, I love the sound, mixing those sounds with metal. It gives a really magical feeling. But yeah, then there's anything I can find. I use a lot of Omnisphere and I don't know, anything I can find, anything crazy. Sounds cool. Then we have a question from Harold to Kai. Will there be a chance for you to make a drum playthrough video for any of the songs from Time 2?
Yes, I've been thinking about that because now I got my own drum school ready, which I was building last year, and now it has quite nice possibilities to actually, because it's next to our house where we live, so it's kind of easy easy to go there, and I was planning to do stuff like that probably later this year. Before, of course, we still need to wait that the album is out, but probably after that, I'm planning to go through some of the parts because there's some crazy shit I need to show. I need to show to people because now I was listening to the album again by myself, and all the things kind of came back to me even more deeply when we were listening to it for the first time at Jari's place. Of course, I was already remembering most of the stuff, but there was also a few things I kind of forget how I did it. But I guess the more I listen to it, the more it comes back how it actually was in the recording process. And guys, I found the tapes.
Oh, really? Actually, someone asked about those.
I found the tapes from my archives, so I actually have some recording material from the time recordings back in 2006 from Sonic Pump. So
amazing.
And wow. I also got a player now, so I can start putting them to digital now. So
what about the first album?
Yes, I have that as well.
Oh wow!
From
I want to see those
from 2004. Yeah, from Kemi. Yeah,
I still remember that session when I was in the control room watching you play. Yeah, I still remember, like, after 20 years. Crazy.
Hey, it was a nice, fun session. Yes,
that was one of the most amazing experiences. Watching you, like, because the first album was more improvisation based.
Yeah, of course, because we didn't rehearse together at all. You just came to our place just one day before when we then took my drums with my father and we took the three of us, went to Kemi, drove like 450 kilometers from Vasa up north, and it was I think it was like February, and it was cold as hell. And
that sounds like an epic tale. We went to the north.
Yeah, we went to the north. Yeah, to record drums in the north. Yes,
the middle of winter.
Yeah. But I will check the stuff out, and I will send it to you guys as well. So
cool.
Looking forward to that.
Yeah. Somebody asked a question about those tapes.
So I already answered it, so that's fine.
Yeah. But then Harold also asked for Teemu, like same question, but only for guitar. Like, are you gonna make guitar playthrough videos of any of the songs?
Yeah, I have to see about that. I think that would be fun to do for sure. Just have to find time for that. I think there's a lot to learn in the songs, like we talked about in the last podcast, that I haven't played those songs in a while. But yeah, maybe. Let's see.
All right, then we have Shelly has a question for everyone. What is a day like for you? How much do you think about music? Do you play video games? What else do you do? Do you have pets?
I can answer. What do? I usually wake up quite early because even my kids are already 18 and 20. At least the 18-year-old doesn't really want to wake up in the morning. So usually if I want him to go to school still, I guess I have to be awake as well and, wake him up because he likes to sleep a lot. So that's what I usually do in the morning. Of course, have a breakfast, and then, music is in my mind probably most of the day, because sometimes I have students coming or then I just check out something new, or I practice myself, and etc. So and also I listen to music a lot at home. So the music is being played all the time in the home. Whatever we do, it's in the kitchen. We make food, so it's always something's rolling in the background. And yes, we have two dogs at home. So 2 Finnish Lapland dogs called Steve and Jasmine. Guess why it's called Steve?
Why?
Take a wild guess.
Oh.
Yeah.
Mr. Harris.
Yes.
What about Jukka? How's your day?
Waking up, obviously, quite early in the morning. doing some household stuff, enjoying the nice views from the apartment and breakfast stuff. And then it's about, music is every day in part of my life, one way or the other. Either I play or learn new things, or play, improvise, whatever, and or listen to it. So it's kind of like, it's a happy bubble. And yeah,
band stuff.
I'll come up with something like that. Yeah, more or less. Yeah.
And what about Teemu?
Yeah, also pretty early wake ups usually between tours. On tours, it's a different thing, of course, when you have late night shows, and then it's hard to wind down, and the adrenaline is going late in the night, so it's usually hard to get sleep before like 2 a.m. or 3 a.m. So usually then I like to sleep a little bit longer in the morning and try to get some good rest in. But when not on tour, then I tend to get up earlier, and yeah, the days usually consist of practicing, some teaching, a lot of emails often, and family time. We have 2 cats as well.
Nice. Well, yeah, I pretty much think about music all the time, and kind of my life, it depends on the period, which, like the album cycles, which is it going. Like, for example, now it's more like doing this campaign, sending a lot of emails to record labels and guys who did the booklets and stuff like that, arranging the photo shoots and making all the videos for the campaign. So it's not like the music writing mode. But when it's the music writing mode, then it's like all day I think about music, but I'm not like sitting in front of the computer all the time. For example, if I go to the store to get groceries, I might play a riff or some part in, or the song, like how could I arrange this part to the song and so on. So it's kind of work all the time. But if I'm not working, then I take breaks, hang out with friends, go to the gym, go for the forest for a run and stuff like that. And no, I don't have pets, but I would love to have a dog.
You can have mine.
But we'll see someday when I retire, which is probably never, but we'll see.
Same here. One day, a dog and a cat, both would be great.
Yeah.
I think musicians, they don't retire, they just die.
Yeah, I was about to say. Yeah, we just die. Okay, then we have a question from Sandrine for everyone. Sound-wise and based on your knowledge, what's the recommended setup to get the best audio experience for enjoying time too? So it's hi-fi talk, my favorite subject.
Go ahead.
What is the recommended setup? Well, for me, I've been exploring a lot of headphones and not so much speakers like studio monitors, because it's way more harder to like test those. But I've been using the same ATC monitors since 2013 or 14 when we went to in Los Angeles. I think Kai, you went with me to the, what was it, Sound?
Vintage King.
Vintage King, yeah.
Yeah. So I really love those monitors. But with headphones, of course, these HD 650 are like, to me, are the comfort kings, like the best to wear in your head. Like you can wear them for days. But the sound is a little bit muffled, so it's not very bright. So it doesn't give you all the details, but it's very nice, comfortable sound also. But my favorite like headphone for now, just for listening to music, not mixing, but it's also good for mixing, is the Vocal Radiance, which is a closed headphones. It's a little bit scooped sound, so there's little bit lifted bass and a little bit lifted high end. So those are my favorite at the moment. Of course, there's Vocal Clear Pro, which is more neutral sound. Those are very good for mixing also, and also for fun to listen to music, just for fun. And for like, I haven't ever experienced with the like headphone amps that much because, for example, right now I have the universal audio interfaces, and those have like a pretty great headphone outputs. Do you guys have any suggestions?
Yeah.
Few Genelec monitors at home, and few different kinds like to listen to music from there, and more basic setup. And I also have the Sennheiser HD. I think they're 600s, but they're so neutral that if you want to have maybe an album listening experience, might not recommend those, but some Sony and some Bose or Bose, what is it called? Noise cancelling headphones and such. I use a bit this and that. Yeah, but for album listening, I would take those noise cancelling headphones and the Genelec monitors that I have at home. Yeah, just a stereo setup.
Yeah. Same for me as you, what Jukka just said. I have the same kind of setup at home. Mostly I listen to music just without the headphones, but sometimes if I really want to focus, or if I need to learn something new, or I need to learn a song, I usually put headphones on because it makes me concentrate and take out all the unnecessary sounds from the room or whatever.
Yeah.
Or the car is driving by on the street.
Ambient noise.
Yeah. So mostly I use my Genelecs and just like basic setup at home when I listen to music.
Cool.
Yeah.
What about Teemu?
Yes.
What about Teemu?
Similar for me. I really like the small Genelecs, the 8010s. I think
I love those too.
They are really great for the size and the price. But yeah, I do also use headphones a lot especially when active listening, when I need to like pay attention to details or learn something. At home, it's often the Sennheiser HD 600s. I like the very flat sound that they have, and just the comfort. They are really like comfortable for longer listening sessions. No ear fatigue. And then when traveling, I really like these Valco VMK 25s, which I have right here. It's a Finnish company. They're actually noise cancelling headphones and really great sound, super comfortable. They have very long battery life as well, so really great for traveling.
Okay.
Yeah, I've heard good things about those.
I have to check them out because I have my Bose noise cancelling headphones usually when I fly, but I have to check those out. Yeah, thanks for the tip, Teemu.
Sure, definitely can recommend them.
Yeah.
I would say I also love the Apple AirPods. They are really great for gym and running, and they sound pretty good actually.
Oh, you mean these AirPods?
Exactly.
Pro. Yeah, they're fine. Yeah.
I guess the whole point in here is that also that if you can invest a little bit more than €9 to these cheap headphones, it's always better, because especially what the Time 2 sound sounds like, it really deserves something else than really cheap headphones. So you really hear much better all the details that are in the background as well. So highly recommend, if you can afford a little bit better, it's always great.
Yeah, the Time 2 and also now Time 1 2.0, the sound is like very, very full, like whole wide range of like frequencies.
Yeah, because you mix it and mastered it totally from the scratch. So
yeah,
it's totally like a different album now.
Yeah. But all right, that's some hi-fi talk. Let's get to next question. Then Benjamin has a question for Jari. When making the Forest package, you said that it had the right sound, and you were for the first time ever really satisfied with how an album turned out. With that being said, what made you decide to go back and make a loud and modern version of the album? Well, there's two reasons, but first, I still think the original version sounds perfect. Like it came out exactly like how I envisioned the sound. And the point of the whole album was like to a little bit prove to everyone that I can make album really fast. Like I made it in 9 months from scratch. Like writing the songs to mixing and mastering it. But yeah, and the point of the album is like it wasn't supposed to be like this modern production or this kind of perfect production. It was supposed to sound like raw, but also maybe a little bit have a modern take, like modern meets raw. So I think the original still sounds great. But I wanted to also to open the Forest Seasons album to more like mainstream audiences, because I think the kind of more raw black metal sound is a little bit more acquired taste, so it doesn't probably open to everyone. And also with the Loneliness, the last song, I watched some reaction videos and heard from people that some people don't like the growling vocals that much. So I wanted to make it also fully clean vocal version. So more mainstream, wider audiences would enjoy that song. And then the second reason is because now I got the time to mixed really great, and I also remastered the legendary early demos. So I wanted to have like a consistent sound throughout the whole time package. So that's the other reason why I wanted to remaster the Forest Seasons, to make it more consistent with the whole package. So yeah.
Alrighty then.
And another question for me from Daniel. Any plans to continue the sound theme of time, like a time tree?
Oh,
Times 7.
Well, I guess I never say never, but
No more time.
99.9999 no. But
Yeah, something else.
But I can say I still have a lot of like this kind of traditional Wintersun style music, like the Time albums meets the first album kind of material. So I plan to record that at some point. There's some really great material. So there's stuff like a little bit like Time, but never again. Then we have a question from Jari to Teemu, not me though. Is Ibanez planning on releasing a Teemu signature guitar now that he has joined such a big band?
That is a good question. I've had that question for a while myself as well.
The smile tells everything.
Yeah, I've been playing with Ibanez for a long time, and it has been my dream for a long time as well to have a signature someday. And yeah, of course, now it's more likely to happen.
So there's some
before.
talks.
There's been some talks. Let's see what happens.
Cool. We'll wait for that. And for everyone, what's your favorite music software?
music software. Are we talking about recording software?
It can be anything, I guess. Maybe a music player or...
I still record on C cassettes, so... Fuck software.
Well, after...
True spirit.
True
old school
too.
spirit.
No school.
No school.
For me, it's obviously Cubase, because I've been recording with that my whole life, ever since I switched from the 16-track hard disk recorder. I know it from inside out, and well, not everything, but actually I need to upgrade it soon. Because there's some really great new features. But yeah, Cubase is the best for me.
Windows 95 and Winamp. There you
Sounds
go.
great.
Yeah.
Now we
Best
have Windows
sound.
95. Now we also have Windows 95 Man in Finland. So
Yeah.
Oh, true.
Yeah. Did he make it to Eurovision?
Yes, he did. Unfortunately.
Oh my God.
Oh, okay.
No, that's gonna be fun.
The song. I've just seen pictures. No,
Too much.
should I watch it?
No.
Should I watch it?
No,
Okay.
don't.
Okay, I
You get
won't.
it turns blind actually.
Oh,
Which one was better, the last guy or the new guy? What was the last guy in Eurovision?
Bulgaria.
Yeah,
Yeah, yes, Kääriä.
with the Rammstein kind of song,
Yeah.
with the happy
Yes.
chorus.
Cha 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 cha.
Oh yeah, cha-cha-cha.
Yeah.
Cha-cha-cha.
What was the question?
Your
Oh,
favorite music software.
Oh yeah.
Where you can listen cha-cha-cha and for example.
What about Teemu?
So
I was thinking probably Cubase for me as well, because that's the one that I've used the longest and the most.
All
What?
right.
You chose Cubase over cassettes or Winamp.
I do remember Winamp. That was great.
Yes, it was great.
Yeah, true to that.
It had the best sound.
It had. Yeah.
All right, let's take some Patreon questions. We have Emmy has a question for everyone. If there were a Wintersun documentary and everyone got their own theme music played during their biographies, what instruments, aside from the obvious, would we hear? And in what key would the theme be composed? So if there's your theme song, what instruments would be in your theme song? Besides the obvious.
Probably piano with A minor. That's it.
Is there some kind of song you like?
No.
Okay. Alrighty then.
Keep
A
it
minor.
simple.
All right.
Because then you have to go to the black keys at all, so you can just use the white one.
True. That is true. It also
Keep it
can be
simple.
C major.
Yeah, keep it simple.
Just wanted to say C major with the contrabass. If it's not electric bass, then it's contrabass. That's it. I have no idea about the song. You can choose.
All right.
A Pelle Hermanni.
What about Teemu?
Probably some strings, cellos, violins, maybe piano would be nice as well. Maybe harpsichord.
Interesting.
Maybe a key with some black keys as well. Maybe like E flat minor.
Nice.
But Jari, do you know what is harpsichord the other way around?
Harps.
Corpsey harp.
Corpse.
Corpse. It's corpse hard.
Corpsey harp.
Harpsichord.
That's a good one. I guess for me it would be Commodore 64 sounds. Are those
Wow,
like
yeah.
You know this 8-bit stuff.
8-bit stuff, yeah.
So I love the last Ninja soundtracks.
Legend of Zelda and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And of course maybe some Airhus. And then I love like also cellos. Cellos are really great with like ambient background. And then I don't know, maybe some orchestral drums like Conan the Barbarian intro song.
Oh,
Wow, that meets 8-bit sound world. That's cool.
it's interesting.
All right, then we have a question from Thomas for everyone. What is a country you've never been to that you would love to visit and why? I would say for me now that I've seen Teemu playing there with Megadeth, like how enthusiastic the fans are there, I would love to visit South America, like Brazil, Chile, Colombia.
Yeah, for me,
Ecuador.
yeah, for me,
Did you, Teemu, play in Ecuador?
No, we didn't play in Ecuador. But I know some people from Ecuador. So it would be nice to visit one day as well.
All right.
Yeah.
So what country you guys would love to visit? I guess you've been almost everywhere.
You mean in every country? Whoa, there are many.
I guess I have to probably pick Iceland. I have never been in Iceland, and of course Jukka has been there quite a lot. So what I've seen from him and heard, so that would be probably one of the places I would love to go and see.
Yeah, I would love to go as well. Jukka has shown some great photos from there.
Yeah, that is worth every penny, worth everything. Yeah, there's one place came to my mind that I haven't been in. Of course, it's part of the US, but Alaska.
Yeah,
I was going to say that. Yeah,
I was about to say that as well because that was my second choice. Yeah.
There I would like to go and see the nature.
Yeah, I love those kind of small towns that then you can see the mountains in the background. Well, I would love to visit a place like that. I guess Alaska should have those kind of small villages.
In Finland, we have this place called Seinäjoki. There's also one hill in the background, so where people go to ski very fast.
Nice.
It's a bit small mountain or like hill. So yeah.
Is it? But of course, it's not as mighty as the mighty mountain of Vuosaari.
Exactly.
Yeah. That's something worth seeing, of course.
What about Teemu? Is there some place you would like to go that you haven't gone before?
Yeah, there's still a lot of places that I haven't been to. Of course, Iceland and maybe Greenland as well, Antarctica, but also like a lot of places in Asia, just like seeing India and Indonesia, and then of course Africa would be nice to see one day as well.
Yeah, I'd love to see every place, but we have Google Maps. We're gonna explore.
Yeah.
What we have.
Cool.
But I think in the soon near future, like there will be like these VR experiences that you can probably go anywhere in the world and like experience walking the streets. That's my guess.
Yeah, without paying anything.
Except for Apple.
Of course, yeah.
Yeah, paying for somebody, of course, yeah.
Yeah, always paying for somebody.
All right, then we have a question from Carlos for Teemu. Now that you are gonna be very busy with Megadeth, what's the future for Teemu? Teemu the teacher, are you still planning on giving lessons?
Yeah, I have to see about that. Currently, I have this waiting list on my Linktree that people can sign up, and once I have some concrete news, I'll then inform people what's going on, whether it's going to be then like on tour lessons perhaps, or doing some online stuff, whether it's like pre-recorded video lessons or then actual one-on-one sessions. I don't know yet. I have to see how the schedule is going to be, and then hopefully I could still do some teaching because I really love doing that. I love the interaction, and I feel like that always makes me a better player as well when I need to explain things to people and also see other people's problems or issues, and I love that problem solving. That's I think really healthy for a musician.
Yeah. All right. Then we have Guafer for Wintersun question. With the pre-order period wrapping up shortly, is the goal that was achieved sufficient for Wintersun headquarters to begin materializing? If so, have you begun looking at property and ancillary requirements, gear, etc.? Well, not quite, because the goal to build such a place would be like 500k without no taxes. And plus I would need to have like a steady income as well, so I don't need to start selling the place immediately when we have it. And of course now with the COVID, there's been like insane inflation, especially in Finland, and the taxes are going up, and so it's probably 600K now. So yeah, I don't know yet if we can do it, but we probably still need one album release at least to make it a reality. But
yeah, because sorry, I just say a little bit because I built my teaching studio next to our house last year. It took like 10 months, and it was only like 65 square meter place, but still in Finland it's at the moment quite expensive. Quite expensive to do such things, especially when you start building a studio. You need to have special walls and insulation, and the structure is it's way different than just in a normal house. So it's of course way more expensive than just building a regular apartment. So I just I just know how it is. So it's it is expensive. So of course when you do it, you need to do it properly and do it well. So then when the time comes, I guess then we just need to be sure that everything is we have enough resources to put in and for Jari especially, so he can
but
he
for
can
now
survive.
But for now the great thing is that I have the semi studio, so I think I can make albums here and make them like finished. But of course it would be faster to make it in a proper studio, but we'll keep on fighting. And I have already like multiple albums in a good place. One album especially is really close to being finished, but there's still some challenges, but we'll see how things go after the time to release. But I think the future looks way better than it was before. Then we have a question from Rania for everyone. With the time to release, we can assume touring time is also approaching. Are you guys looking for a second guitarist? Well, right now we don't have touring plans, so we are not really looking into anyone right now. So when the time comes, to tour again, then we maybe start to look for another guitarist. But there's been a little bit talk about like maybe Teemu can do it all. But we'll see what happens in the future. There's no plans at the moment. What were you going to say, Jukka?
No, just thinking about just multiply himself. Easy peasy.
Yeah. We just need cloning technology.
Two neck guitar like this, you can just go like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then we
can do it.
Then we have some new challenges for you. Do the whole Michael Batio thing. All right, then we have a question from Tobias. Kai and Jukka, now that you successfully infiltrated Nightwish, can you ask Floor to do some operatic guest vocals on a future Wintersun album? Maybe you can lend them Jari for some growling vocals for Nightwish as an exchange.
Okay.
Kai, so where are we in this plan of trading people and between the bands? I can't remember. What did we start planning or something?
Yeah, we haven't agreed to that at the moment, but of course it would be nice because of course Floor's vocal range is quite spectacular, and of course Jari's vocal range is also spectacular. So it would be nice to do some things here and there, but it always depends from the music that what we are doing. So let's hope for the future that something can be done, but no promises.
Yeah, I love Floor's voice ever since I heard her and how do you say it, Arion, the band Arion.
Yes.
Yeah.
But yeah, but no plans at the moment for like female guest vocals, but maybe someday for some songs. I especially love female vocals on like techno and trance music. I love those like very high end, like a lot of reverb and delays and ambient and those trance tracks. But we'll see in the future what happens with female vocal stuff. Then we have a question for Patralgan for Jari. You've set the bar impossibly high with the Time albums. Do you think the future albums will surpass them? I think so. At least I feel that they are going to be better. But of course, there's a lot of different stuff, so you cannot really compare what's better. It's just a matter of taste and opinion. But I think the future material is pretty great. The journey has just begun. All right, let's take some questions from social media. We have Parker first about the Time package. Will everything in the digital package be released at the same time, or will we get the non-time related music released early? So everything will be released at the same time, August 30th, with the physical and version CD and vinyl and the Time package. So yeah. I should also mention here that you need to, the Time package email will come to the email address you provided during the Indiegogo pre-order. So look for that email then, and also check your spam folder. Sometimes it might go there. And also remember to back up your data, because with the last Forest package we got some requested that I lost my data and my laptop died and stuff like that. We of course provided the backup then for those people, but it will take a lot of our time to do all that aftermath kind of work to help people, because we'd rather like focus on the new music. And of course, like if you don't have like data on your hard drive, like those USB sticks, those flash drives these days, like 64 gigabyte flash drive cost like under $10. So you could back up your Time package and the Forest package both in one of those sticks. So yeah. Then we have a question from Amy for Kai. Do you have any advice for beginner drummers? Or is there anything you wish you had known sooner in your drumming journey?
I guess the best advice for beginners is to try to look for, if you have on your area, you have a teacher that can show you the basics of how to hold the sticks and how to sit and how to set up your drums properly. But unfortunately, that's sometimes in information that even the pro drummers don't really know or care. So it's that's especially for me, because I didn't have any good teachers on my younger years, so I was mostly self-taught, and I was just playing along with records and stuff like that. So
you did a fantastic job teaching yourself.
Yeah, but I wish I could have known certain things early on, so I had to correct a lot of mistakes later.
Oh yeah.
When I grew older and I started playing more. So because the more you play, the more you start to use the things you have, and then you start to, there's going to be more repetitions of the bad habits. So
yeah.
I guess that's the best.
Yeah.
Because of course nowadays there's YouTube, but even in YouTube there's also this kind of little bit like false information that we have to be critical what people are telling us, because sometimes you might end up playing with a technique that will fucking destroy your knees in 10 years or whatever. It's really important that you find the right people to teach you how to to play safe and not hurt yourself in the long run.
Yeah, I guess it's a very physical instrument.
It is, yes.
All right. So contact Kai. Then we have Dustin has a question for Teemu and or everyone. What bands were growing up inspired you to play guitar? So what bands inspired you to play guitar? And what are some of your favorite bands to listen to currently? I guess this question for everyone. I guess Teemu can go first.
I'd say pretty wide range of different styles of music, but once I got into heavy metal, it was Dio, Iron Maiden, all the classic bands, also Megadeth, Metallica. But at the same time, I was getting into blues, so players like Joe Bonamassa and Eric Clapton, all the classic players, also B.B. King, and kind of tried to learn a little bit from everybody. And then also the shredder era stuff like Steve Vai, Joe Satriani, John Petrucci, all the
Vinnie Moore,
Paul
Gilbert,
of course, and then a lot of like more fusion style guitarists like Greg Howe, Guthrie Govan, Sean Lane, Brett Garsett. And then on the other hand, also like classical music, a lot of movie scores were really inspiring for me. Trying to, even if it was music that didn't have a guitar, I would try to imitate some of those sounds on guitar, like try to learn a little bit of some jazz saxophone lines on guitar and things like that. And nowadays, I find myself going back to a lot of those nostalgic things that I kind of grew up with. I still like to check out new music, of course, but still go back to my favorites. Dio, I still listen weekly, I would say.
Nice.
Yeah.
You guys have any? Also, what are your current bands you are listening? Have you found anything cool lately?
I've been listening to Snarky Puppy lately quite much actually.
What is that?
Snarky Puppy is great. Yeah.
Snarky
that?
Puppy. It was actually playing in Helsinki last night. Two nights in the House of Culture.
So what kind of stuff is it?
It's like I think they have won like 5 Grammys already. It's like this.
Holy shit!
It has like a lot of like jazz and fusion and world music, and it's really great band. They also have a horn section and stuff like that. So
Okay.
I really love that stuff. It's really challenging music.
Yeah, exactly. I think
Snarky Puppy.
Snarky Puppy, yeah. Snarky Puppy.
Okay.
I think a lot of people could describe it as musicians' music in a way.
It is. Yeah, it's really it's not like easy listening stuff. So, but of course, I still nowadays listen to all kind of things, like still Maiden, Dio, Metallica, because we actually have a Metallica tribute show coming in a few weeks in my hometown after a 10-year break. So we play some Metallica live here in my hometown. So I've been listening to those Kill 'Em All Black Album era stuff, which we are actually playing Black End and this stuff like that. So it's going to be interesting.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Nice. I'm thinking about new bands. Really don't come up with anything. I should get some hints because always go to the old nostalgic stuff.
Well, I just check out the new.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know how new is it, but the music video from Diablo, a Finnish heavy metal band.
Oh yeah.
A song called "Grace Under Pressure."
Yeah.
Amazing killer song. Really love it.
Yeah, it is. That's actually now that you said it.
Yeah, Diablo is great.
That song, and then there's another one single I can't remember. But anyways, the album is really good. Really good. Yeah.
For me, it was in the beginning Kiss, Wasp, then of course Metallica, Megadeth, then more black metal bands like Dissection, Emperor, and also Melodeath like Dark Tranquility. What else? At the Gates, stuff like that.
Yeah, same here. I went quite quickly from pre-heavy metal ZZ Top Scorpions to Pantera,
Pantera, of course.
Metallica, old Sepultura, and then
Sepultura,
straight to death metal, black metal stuff quite intensively.
Yeah.
But I think one of actually the early things that I really got into bass playing was Guns N' Roses and Duff McKagan's bass sound, and how it, in Yours and Illusion albums especially, how it functioned there. It was really something.
Yeah, definitely Guns N' Roses. But for me, Skid Row has always been better hard rock band.
Okay.
And I just saw today, actually yesterday, a new Sebastian Bach music video. Like really good, actually, because I haven't heard like really great stuff from him like for a while. But this new song, I liked it quite much. But then there was, of course, the Steve Vai and then Devin Townsend stuff hit me really hard, like when I was like 18, 19, 20. Yeah, stuff like that. Any more? I guess that's it.
Yeah, too many to mention.
Yeah. All right, then Alex has a question for everyone. I guess this is combined kind of question from Alex and Giuseppe. If you were to start play in a non-metal band, what would it be? And also, of course, what music do you guys currently listen to, like non-metal bands? I guess we talked about this a little bit last time.
Yeah, we did a bit, because I remember some funky things that we talk about, like Jamiroquai and some R&B bass, drum and bass lines are amazing. How the rhythm section is doing things.
I guess the question was that which band would you, non-metal band, would you like to play with?
Oh yeah, true.
Yeah.
If it would be possible.
Yeah.
I think I said Pink Floyd, and I think Teemu said Led Zeppelin, and Jukka said Jamiroquai, and
I went.
I mentioned Carpenter Brut.
Yes.
But I would also, I love Dead Mouse, and then I love also Ollie Ride, like amazing artist, amazing singer. And I love some songs from The Weeknd. You guys know The Weeknd?
Yes.
Especially Save Your Tears and In Your Eyes are like one of my favorite songs.
Weeknd has, isn't that he or the artist has his most streamed song ever?
I'm not sure.
Weeknd, so like, is it there's a song called Bright Lights or something like that?
Yes, something like that.
Could be. That's a very famous song.
That I think Rick Beato, I watch him here and there on YouTube, and he was talking about this. I was like, I thought it has to be one of the classics, like Queen or Beatles or something, but no, it's The Weeknd, by far apparently.
Yeah. Okay. But yeah, of course, it's hard to say what kind of band you would like to form if it would be not metal. So it's like I said, I listen to that kind of fusion style jazz and stuff like that, like world music sometimes as well. So that's also something that kind of close to my heart as well, because I used to have my own jazz fusion project called Kai Hahto Group when I was able to play with them. So probably something like that I would bring back and play, because it's totally different stuff I'm doing nowadays. So yeah.
I also love a band called The Birthday Massacre. It's like this pop rock stuff, really melodic, really cool stuff.
Yeah.
Check it out.
Yeah, okay.
And also an artist called Vanilla Ice. He has a song called Ice Ice Baby. Check it
Really?
out.
I have checked it out already, so I don't have to check it out anymore.
Yeah, me too.
But I have to mention that I've been listening to Eivor. You know, Eivor is like something.
What is that?
She's like a solo artist
she's
from
Faroe Islands.
Faroe Islands. She's amazing.
All right.
Yeah, so
she is
Eivor, check her out. She's amazing.
And when it comes to that, I actually like Vardruna a lot. It's a Norwegian. How do you call it? Folk.
Yeah.
Not prehistoric music kind of. Somebody might call it some Viking influence. Obviously, is there, but that's that's something non-metal.
Yeah,
And
I like
might
it
be
too.
nice to even might be nice to even play there some percussions and some low background singing or something.
I haven't heard all their stuff, but what I've heard, like there's a couple of songs like really amazing stuff. Well, is there, Teemu, something you would like to add?
Sometimes I like to listen
stuff.
to. Yeah, sometimes I like to listen to like some very light pop stuff with good melodies. I think Lady Gaga has a lot of great stuff. I actually enjoyed a lot Florian's solo album. Listened to that a lot. Went to see her live as well.
It's great. It's great.
All right.
Bad Romance.
Yeah, I love some Lady Gaga here and there. All right. Then we have a question from Dennis for everyone. Well, this is where you're able to find the more old video footage. We answered that.
Yes, we did.
Then Andreas has a question for Jari. How long did it take for you to learn to mix and master? It sounds so incredible and has a lot of power. Well, I haven't learned it yet. It's always an ongoing process. But I would say like here now with the semi-studio, it's been way more easier to learn because you can actually hear what you are doing. So I would say the most leaps I've done like after the Forest Seasons album in here in the semi-studio. But there's still way to go. Another question for me. I'm curious to know, this is from Ron. I'm curious to know which VST plugins you use for orchestration. In general, what are your go-to plugins? Well, lately I've been getting a lot of into the Spitfire stuff, like really, really great libraries of all sorts of stuff, and especially some of the strings, like this one library called Appassionata Strings sounds really amazing. Then my bread and butter has always been the East-West libraries. Then Omnisphere. What else? And there's a lot of different synths. Diva, Serum. I can't remember them now. A lot of stuff. Then from plugins, the Kirchhoff EQ was a game changer for me. Then of course Neural DSP amps, and with the Nolly Adam Getgood's IRs have been a game changer because those actually enabled me to mix time too. And then there's Sooth 2 from OX Sound. Then I use Slate and Waves plugins and Universal Audio plugins. Basic stuff. But of course there's some other rare plugins, but I just can't remember everything at the moment. But yeah. All right. And here's a couple of quick questions about time 1 and 2 from Kyle. Did the track order change at all from the original plan when Time was split into 2 albums, besides adding Fields of Snow? So yeah, the track order has never changed. We just added the Fields of Snow as the intro for The Way of the Fire. And I think the Time outro wasn't there like originally. I did the outro after we decided to split the album. But yeah, the track order is the same.
But what was Jari? I guess also Omnius Clouds that came later.
Oh yes, good point.
That was not in the original Time track list.
Yeah.
So you made that later.
Yeah.
When there was more room to that when the album was split.
That is right.
So, yes.
But let's not reveal what it is.
No.
You'll get to hear it soon.
Yes.
All right, then another quick one. Will you make a documentary about Time 2 like the previous release for the Forest Seasons? Well, that is not in the plans right now, but we'll see with the material that Kai has and I have some material. Maybe we'll put out some of that material at some point, but not a documentary like with what we did with the Forest Seasons. Right now, with this campaign, we just wanted to kind of let the music do the talking because I had the legendary early demos, so those were a good way to promote the package. All right, then Michael has a question for everyone. In the United States, which venue or city was your favorite to play? I remember your 2012 show in Boston with Helvetia and Varg like it was yesterday. So favorite venue in the States?
There are many nice places.
Well, the New York, what was it? Irving Plaza is really nice.
Irving or Gramercy Theater as well.
Gramercy was a little bit smaller, but Irving was the one with the balcony on top that people could go and watch the band from that balcony as well. So,
of course, the LA's legendary House of Blues, which doesn't exist anymore.
Yes, that's some good memories when there was a lot of people from Mexico that came to see the show. Actually, we had a lot of like Mexican fans in there in the house when we were playing for the first time, I think, at least. So yeah, that's one good memory, good place.
Yeah,
be many nice House of Blueses around US. I don't know how many there is nowadays, and which are there and which are not.
But probably
Chicago House of Blues.
Yeah, that was
also
that was also great, and I think probably not Seattle's El Corazon, but that was probably not my favorite, but it's
well, the place itself is nice, but
it is
what happened with the promoter or the local guy, that's another story.
Yeah.
Actually, the last time we played Seattle, well, Kai wasn't in that tour, but I think the audience was amazing. Like really, really energetic and fun show. It had the place had like a cage like in between, and then there was like a guy crowd surfing with a wheelchair.
Oh,
remember?
Okay.
We have a video of it.
Okay.
That was an amazing show.
Yeah.
And the stage was like really like not high, so people were right on your face and they were like having good time. So that was a really fun show.
Yeah.
But yeah, States has always been like really great country to tour.
Yeah, I love it. I love it there. It's nice place to tour actually.
Yeah. Everything is so big in the States.
And a lot of variety, yeah.
Yeah. All right, then we have a question from Jana for Jukka and Teemu. Do you like to sing? And how often do you practice singing?
Yes, and yes.
Yes.
Well, I do it from time to time, but I've noticed that my focus has been going more on the playing side and kind of like forgotten in a way that I should do it more because of being so enthusiastic about playing. But,
I have a question for you. Are you doing any crawling with crown shift?
Yes, there's some backing vocals happening, yeah.
Cool.
And I kind of like, I find it here and there that kind of do it sometimes and sometimes longer breaks not. But I should do it definitely more because it's really a lot of fun.
Yeah.
A lot of fun, yeah. A bit of self-critique here as well.
I try to come and see you, Jukka, play in Helsinki in a few weeks.
You will?
I try to come and see you.
Wow.
Are you coming to Tavastia?
Yeah, I try, yeah.
Well, I'll see you there.
Yeah,
official
great.
promise then. Perfect.
Pinky promise.
Yeah.
Or what about Teemu? Do you like to sing?
Yeah, I love
Are you
to
doing any
sing.
backing vocals with Megadeth? Is there any?
There's a lot of backing vocals. Almost every song has
Oh, really?
a bunch of backing vocals. So I'm doing a lot with James Lumens, the bass player. He's actually a really great vocalist. So yeah, we've been working on a lot of stuff together in the jam room, and we also have a vocal coach that we're working with. So that has been a really great experience.
That's great.
That's
Oh,
cool.
nice.
Okay, then I have a question. Kai, do you like to sing?
Not. Yes, I actually do like to sing, but I don't do it in public that much.
Have you ever done karaoke?
Yes, I have. Yeah, just a few weeks ago, I was singing Happo Radio in my local bar.
Oh,
Oh, cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
And how many beers were you?
Probably 15 beers before I can do it.
No, just one.
No,
Just
not
one
possible.
brand.
One 15-liter beer.
One Corona.
Yeah.
All right, then we have a question from Dane Slave Official. What are Jari, Teemu, and Jukka's ideal amp settings for rhythm and for leads? It's a hard question because it depends on the amp.
bass. Yeah, but rhythm bass and lead bass, the sound is the same. More or less. Yeah. I have my dark glass pedals that I actually with Wintersun, when we been playing live, we use the same sound throughout the whole set.
Yeah.
And there could be some slight element change a bit, of course, but I think it has worked really nicely like that. Simple as it is.
Yeah. For me, I usually like to scoop the mids a little bit, but not totally from the amp, because it's better to do it like post-production with EQ. But maybe raise the treble a little bit. I don't know, maybe to keep the bass 12 o'clock usually. It always depends on the amp, but the tri-axis, Mesabuki tri-axis preamp that I used for many years, that's like really different kind of amp. Like I remember for the Ensiferum Iron recordings, we tweaked the middle and bass all the way to 0.
Wow.
Okay.
And then it has this dynamic control, which is kind of just scoops the sound, like takes all the middle frequencies out. That went to 10, of course.
This goes to 10.
Didn't go to 11, but 10 was fine. Teemu, do you have any knowledge on this input?
Yeah, it's really hard to generalize amp settings because it's really, like you said, it depends from amp to amp. But I do find myself lately going more and more flat with the EQ, maybe scooping a little bit the mids for the rhythm and then boosting the mids a little bit for the solos. But something worth mentioning for between rhythm and solo is that I usually tend to prefer quite dry sound for rhythm, no effects, and then maybe a little bit more gain for leads, just to have it a little bit smoother, and then maybe adding a little bit of delay. Definitely no delay or reverb in the rhythm sound. And usually gain, if you have a high gain amp, I find myself staying like way below 5 out of 10. So maybe even like 2 or 3 out of 10 gain setting.
Yeah. Yeah, especially when you record in stereo, it's better to leave it like, not to make it too gainy. So then the guitar has more like punch, and you can hear the playing and articulations better. But yeah, and like Teemu said, I also like to then add mids for the leads, some liquid mids and delays. Delays more than reverb. Reverb kind of drowns the sound, but delay gives it more like this kind of cool spacey effect. But yeah. Then we have a Gonzo Shreds as a question for Jari and Teemu. Do you care about guitar construction details when it comes to guitar tone, like woods, bolt-on versus set neck versus neck true, etc.?
Yeah, absolutely. I love nerding about all that stuff and testing different
We love
different
this shit.
different construction, all the different specs. And to be honest, it's sometimes it's really hard to compare in a way like what does this spec change actually contribute to the sound, because even if you have two guitars with exactly same specs on paper, even just having two different pieces of wood, the guitar might sound totally different. So sometimes it's really really hard to tell how a certain change in specs affects the final sound. But there's some things that you can generalize, like neck true probably has more sustain than a bolt on. Bolt on is probably more snappier than a neck true most of the time, and certain woods definitely often have a certain character. But again, it can be from a piece of wood to another piece of wood totally different. Like let's say if you have a mahogany body, one piece of mahogany can be really heavy piece, and the other piece might be super light. So of course those tend to then have totally different sound characteristics as well. And everything makes a difference. How you hold your pick, in which angle you hit the strings, what kind of strings you use, what gauge of strings you use, what pick material you use, and of course the hands in the end are the biggest contributor to the sound.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I agree. But for me, like I used bolt-on guitars, especially my Green Dinky, most of my life, and I always heard the tale or the saying that like bolt-ons have like a snappier sound. But then I got the solar guitars, the blue and the orange one, and those are like neck true models with
Aren't
mahogany.
they set necks actually?
No, it's not fully. I have few 7 strings with. Well, neck. I mean, like, yes, they are set necks, but it's not like the traditional set neck. It goes a little bit further, so it's called like neck through, not with the different spelling. It kind of goes like almost halfway to the body. So those solar guitars had like a really great snap. I was like, hey, this is. And I've always hated bolt-ons because the bolts get loose and then the neck kind of changes over time. So that was always kind of annoying. But yeah, lately I ordered a couple of guitars from Kukkur and from Ruokangas, which is a Finnish guitar company. And for Ruokangas, it's like neck through all the way, and still great snap, like no problems. It's probably now my best guitar for leads, and the Kukkur guitar is probably the best for like rhythm, and it's from mahogany, and it's like neck through like the set neck, like almost halfway. But like Teemu said, it always depends. If it's the same wood, it can be totally different. But then the Aristides guitars have been also a little bit of game changer for me, because they are not made from wood at all. And I always hated with wood guitars because they change the action with humidity. So in Finland, especially when winter comes or summer comes, the guitars always leave. So that's really annoying. But the Aristides guitars have been really stable, and they sound great, and the quality is amazing. So I've been really loving those as well. But yeah, a lot of little things that probably a lot of other people don't care anything about.
I don't care.
All right. No more nerdy guitar stuff. Then we have No Dead Man's Tale as a question for everyone. Do you all have some nice daily encounters with fans in your hometowns that you feel comfortable sharing?
I don't go
Like,
to
do we have stalkers?
I don't go to the city that much because even
I not go out.
Yeah. Yeah, stay in the basement. Yeah, of course, I meet my students, and sometimes I meet new people in the grocery store, but mostly people don't really care who I am. So it's still like Vasa where I live. It's like 60,000-70,000 people, so it's not a village. So there's still a lot of people, and of course we have a lot of students because we have like universities here and stuff like that. So, but I don't really go that much in the city center. Mostly my life goes just if I go to grocery store, that's fairly close, and the pharmacy or whatever, or delivering a package or getting a package for yourself or whatever.
Yeah.
So I like my privacy as well. So I'm not that. I don't have a problem if people come and talk to me, but usually it happens if I happen to go to a bar in the weekend and people start to get a little bit drunk. So sometimes they get the courage to come and talk and maybe take a picture. But
The
that's totally
Finnish
fine.
courage.
Yeah, the Finnish courage. Yeah, few bottles of vodka. So then they are fine.
Yeah.
For me, it doesn't happen that often, actually. Like, it has happened a couple of times here and there in public transportation or just on the beach or somewhere. But usually it happens if there's like some, concerts or Tuska festival, then it happens more often. But normal life, it doesn't happen that often. But
Yes.
it's always fun to meet like fans anywhere. It feels good.
Yeah, always nice to talk with people, and same here. That doesn't happen too often. Just like Jari said, more or less. Yeah. Teemu, what
Yeah.
about you?
Same for me as well. Of course, here, and I guess for all of us, when on tour, it's a different story. Then there's always more fans around, whether you're at the hotel or at the airport or at the venues. And of course, now here with Megadeth in Latin America, it has been quite overwhelming. Fans are, like they're waiting at the airport, and not
Are
just a
they
few,
throwing underwear to the stage?
Like long johns.
No, I haven't seen any underwear, I have to say, but often they are throwing
male underwear.
like flags. They're throwing flags and all kinds of stuff on stage.
Yeah, it's
but-
really crazy down there. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. But daily life in Zurich, where I live in Switzerland, no, it's not like daily encounters in the grocery store. No, but of course, when I go out to see a show, see some live music, then often people come to say hi or ask for a photo, which is nice. But usually people are very very polite, which I appreciate.
That's nice. All right. Then we have a question from Antti. It's for Teemu or to everyone. Does an active or inactive audience affect your mindset, mood on stage?
It depends. Of course, as a professional, you try not to let it affect you. You try to make the show as good as possible, no matter how active or inactive the people are. And sometimes it's a bit of a game. If the audience is not that active, then you try to get them going, by performing more, giving 110% if you're only giving 105% otherwise. But of course, it's an interactive thing as well. If the audience is really crazy, then that often gives energy back to the performer as well. So yeah, I think of course it's nicer when you can feel that the audience is really like digging the music. But then again, it's sometimes nice at the festival, maybe where you don't have so much of your own audience. It's a nice challenge to kind of get them going and seeing like maybe at the end of the set they are starting to like really dig the music. So that's kind of a nice challenge as well.
turn them to on your side.
Right.
Yeah, I feel the same way. Like, it's always great if the audience gives you energy. It's more fun. But of course, if there's not so much energy from the audience, you're gonna still give the best show you can and try to get the audience, going. What about Kai?
Yeah, of course, because people are paying the ticket to see you play. They don't really care if you have a bad day or a good day. You still try to make the best show you can with the circumstances you have. So
Yeah.
of course it's always easier to go on the stage if you feel the energy and the vibe in the audience, and you get the energy back that you try to give them. But sometimes it just doesn't work. So it depends. You will have a good days or bad days if you haven't really been slept. If you haven't been sleeping that well the previous night, and it happens on the road sometimes that you are tired, and you play many shows in a row, and then some shows you don't just get the vibe even you try, but you still try to do the best you can. So
that's all what we can do.
Yeah, we're there playing for people, so we're the ones who bring up the spirits, and people can enjoy seeing the band however they like. Also that aspect, yeah.
Yeah, I don't really care if it's 100 people or 10,000 people.
No, definitely not. No.
Doesn't
Sometimes
matter.
it's even more fun if it's just a small audience.
Yeah,
It's so intimate.
nice, intimate.
Because
shows,
you really
yeah.
see their faces.
Yeah,
Of
so it's like
course,
a Spinal Tap moment. So there's 3 people and a dog. So it doesn't really matter how many people. We don't play for the amount of people. We play for people who come and see, and that's it. So that's how it should be in my opinion.
Yeah, I agree. All right, few more questions. Then we have a Winter Meteor. Which song is the easiest to play? I guess it's just very general.
Any
guess-
song.
Enter Sandman.
Then it's Ukkonoa.
I think
But
the
even that can be difficult.
easiest song to play is the songs between the songs that when you're quiet.
The intro when you're
Yeah,
waiting to go on the stage.
When the intro is rolling, that's the easiest song to play on the show. So because I don't have anything to do with it. So
But-
yeah, I
But
guess
let's say Wintersun material. What is the
Wintersun
easiest?
wise. Sadness and
I-
Hate.
No, that was actually one of the hardest.
No,
remember?
no, it's not an easy song to play.
I remember that it was the easiest.
Because
so it is like-
there's these really annoying changes that you gotta remember.
Yeah,
The time
Oh,
changes, yeah.
True to that. Yeah.
I guess every Wintersun song has the certain moments that you really have to still focus. You can't play it like, even you have played the songs 100 times, you still have to focus what you do. So it's
Yeah.
Winter Madness is
every-
pretty easy.
yeah, probably for you.
Winter Madness. Oh yeah. What?
I think we played it so much, so it becomes second nature.
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe not the solo.
Probably one of the easiest for me is probably I don't know.
Sleeping Stars.
I would say Sleeping Stars, yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty easy, but still catches on. In
Death
my
on the
opinion.
Healing.
Yeah, maybe Death on
The solos are pretty difficult. I think more difficult
oh,
than
yeah,
Winter
they
Madness
are.
solo.
Yeah, because there are those solos. I always forgot those.
Isn't there any bass solos?
Is there?
Hey, when are you gonna play a
No.
bass solo live? Like
Oh,
alone on the stage with a spotlight.
in 2 weeks in Tavastia, Helsinki.
All right.
yeah. Yes, come and see. There it will
If
happen.
you don't play a bass solo, I'm not coming to see you play.
Kai is gonna
Well,
jump on the stage and play the bass solo for you.
Yeah. I think he would do many solos. Kai, you need to come there and see.
I will.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yep.
Jari. Just not to avoid your question, that let's put it like that. That bass solo when we go play live.
Is that a promise?
Mm-hmm.
Or was that a lie?
No, it was not a lie. Definitely not.
But
All
wasn't
right.
there like one with the shadows? Wasn't there like a little bit like a nice bass melody under
some-
the guitar solo?
There's some extra lines.
Yeah.
There is a line
So it's-
behind the
it-
guitar solo
yeah,
trying
so
to the bass
so it's
solo
so it's-
tries to
yeah.
come over, but
the bass
cannot.
solo tries to take over but can't. So it's
yeah, exactly.
It's like a fight.
Yeah. Like a poking fiddler. Let me do
Yeah.
it. No. Me. No. Who?
What about Teemu? What is the easiest you think? We'll use Sleeping Stars.
Yeah, I think Sleeping Stars. Actually, Star Child has always felt like a very nice, smooth song to play for me.
What about the Meshuggah part in that?
not for me.
No. It's,
Okay, yeah, the Meshuggah part is a bit of a challenge, but
Fucking annoying. Next time I'm gonna play just like Lars, that tuta. Just don't care about the bass drum part at all.
So straightforward, speed.
Straightforward. Yeah.
All right, then we have a question from Stathis. How come a large number of Wintersun songs are in 6/8 or 3/4? It's like the 1-2-3, 1-2-3 waltz. I guess that's a question for me. I don't know actually. It's just, when I start to play guitar, that rhythm kind of naturally is in my blood. But I'm very conscious about that these days. I try to kind of avoid it these days a little bit, but it still comes naturally always. But yeah, I don't know how to answer that. It's just in my blood somehow. Then we have a question from Matthias. How did you all first meet? Do you have any memories of initially meeting each other for the first time? I think I met Kai in, like, we first talked on the phone. I'm not sure if I'm right, but this is just my memory. Like, then you came with Rotten Sound to play some in the middle of the forest in some punk house.
Yes.
And I came to watch the concert.
Yes.
And I watched you play like 2 meters away. It was like a really dark place. This was like punk house in the middle of forest, and that show blew my mind. Like, you gave like really amazing performance and played so goddamn fast.
Where was
I couldn't even see your hands. They were going so fast.
Because it was so dark.
But that was the first time, right?
Yes, it was the first time when we.
Where was that?
We talked in the phone, but that was the first time we met in real life. So.
Yeah.
Yes.
I guess
where was that?
It was in Herttoniemi.
Yeah, it was,
okay.
In Helsinki.
In Helsinki.
In Helsinki.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, I think me and Teemu met, like, he first sent me like demo tapes of his playing, and then he just came to my place to check further like his playing style and to talk about stuff. Right.
Yeah, I remember this quite vividly. I was in school and I think I got an email from you. Can you come to my place today?
Really?
Oh.
Yeah, and then
Now.
it was more or less like that. Went there with my guitar. We played some things together, and that was the first time we met. I think Kai and Jukka, did we meet at the Finnish Metal Expo in 2005, beginning of 2005?
Yeah, something like that. Yes.
it could be, because kind of joined the band in the end of 2004 December, and then
Yeah.
Can you explain what the Finnish Metal Expo was?
Finnish Metal Expo used to be this kind of a gathering of musicians and
Cable factory.
business people in the cable factory in Helsinki.
Yeah.
It used to be like shows and some like
Clinics and also
There was also like an exhibition, like for guitar companies, booths.
all
NAMM.
kind of all kind of things like that, related to like metal music mostly.
It was a good party.
Yeah,
That was a really nice thing. How many years did it lasted?
Quite many actually.
Run many years,
Yeah, many years.
Probably 10 years.
We played that
Probably.
twice with Swallow the Sun. I played with some other bands as well, and also had a clinic with myself. I had one year. Also had a clinic together with Jaska from Cheer of Bodom, and then I played one clinic with George Colias from Nile. So there was quite nice memories, from that. Yeah.
Nice, yeah. Okay.
Me
and Jari.
Did
we
we
know
meet in Nosturi rehearsal place or bar or somewhere?
We met at Nosturi. There was the legendary party places.
But the band talks took place in the bar. like, join my band.
No, actually,
or was something different?
I think it went somehow like this, that Norther was playing a show in Tavastia, and we kind of knew already, and you came to see it, and after that show or something, you asked me, would I like to join Wintersun or my project or something, and I said yes. And long time you just thought that I'm just being polite or whatever, that you
I didn't have to even get you drunk first.
No, that you didn't even like believe me that I really wanted to.
Now I remember.
Told me that.
Yeah.
And I was like, yes, I do. Are you sure? Okay, yes. Something like that, yeah.
Yeah, now I remember it. Yeah. All right, cool.
Very good.
I guess that was it for the questions. Okay, we still have one more finale question from Morgoth. This is for everyone. Do you guys like pickles?
Pickles?
Yes.
Yes, I love it. I love pickles.
Same here.
Yeah. Love pickles.
I love me some pickles.
Yeah.
Especially with dark bread and cheese. It's great.
Oh yes.
Maybe a little piece of lettuce in there as well.
Lettuce. You fancy
tomato.
some vegetables nowadays.
Here and there, maybe once a month.
Okay. Once a month.
Too fucking expensive.
I guess that covers it for all the questions and for this podcast. Thank you guys for joining us today, and check out our Indiegogo page. The pre-order for the time package is still going for April 30th. I guess it's next Tuesday.
Yes. That's the last day. Yeah.
And subscribe to our channels, social media. And I guess that's it.
And also big thanks for the people who already bought the package. So we are really appreciate it a lot, and really honored that you help us go forward with everything.
Yeah. Thank you very much, guys. What about Teemu and Jukka? Any final words?
Just want to thank everybody, and it's been an incredible ride with everybody and new people coming in and knowing the band and how we continue together. It's just couldn't be happier and more grateful for everything that has and is happening. So thank you, everyone.
Yeah.
Thank you for the support, everybody. And if you're still on the fence whether to get the time package, now is really a good time to do it, because after April 30th it won't be available anymore in that form. So
Yeah.
Maybe you'll be able to buy some of the parts separately, but not in this crate package altogether at this price.
Yeah, exactly. So get it now before it's too late, guys. All right, I guess that's it.
So help us buy some pickles.
Yeah. All right.
Cheers,
Have a great
guys.
day, guys.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.